Hello Crafty Mavens, it's Victoria Marie, and I am back with a Mix It Up Monday, and I thought that I would make a cute, quick card for this Mix It Up Monday. And for me, cards are not an everyday thing. I don't consider myself a card maker, but every now and then I need a card, and I don't want to go out and buy one when I could just make one. So everything that you see here is from my stash. I didn't use anything new to make this card. One of the things that I haven't used a whole lot before is this corrugated paper, and this is from Die Cuts with a View, and I had this laying around in my stash, and I thought, well, I might as well use it for this particular video and this card. I also have a card base, and I just purchased this at, I believe, Hobby Lobby. They come already pre-cut for you, and this is, oh, I think 4 by 5.5. Then I have some of these really cute Valentine's die cuts. Now the card that I'm making is not a Valentine's card, but I have these sitting around, and this is from the Crepe Paper Kiss Kiss collection. I got this in one of my Scraptastic kits, and I loved it so much. I found this at Tuesday morning. I thought, oh, I've got to have it, and it was on sale. I mean, $1.50, why not? So I went ahead and grabbed that. Even though I'm not making a Valentine's card, a lot of these different tags and stuff can be used for just regular cards or love notes. Then I have a doily that I grabbed from my stash, a tag from American Crafts that I think I'll use, and then some enamel dots from My Mind's Eye Fancy That collection. I usually keep a lot of these little things just hanging around in my Raskog or on my desk, so when I want to make something quick, I can just grab it. So what's new to me is, of course, making the card, and then also using this corrugated paper that I haven't used at all. I think I might use a little bit of gesso on this, some mixed media, so yeah, I think that's it. So let's go ahead and make the card. Okay, so I failed to mention that I am doing this Mix It Up Monday with Jenn Keating, so make sure that you check out her video. I'm going to post the link below. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started with this corrugated paper, and I'm going to show you kind of how I layer to create this main layer for the card, and I will change this. So I'm getting all those different elements there. I decided to distress that corrugated paper with a little bit of gesso. I'm ultimately not going to like this, the way that this comes out, because for some reason that brown just wasn't working for me. And I thought I would have been able to tone it down a little bit with that gesso, but it didn't happen. So I'm using that American Crafts tag, as well as a doily from the Paper Studio, which I love. And those only retail for $2. And I think you get like 10 of those doilies in a pack, so that's really cool. Then I'm going to layer those die cuts from the Crepe Paper collection called Kiss Kiss to create just a little bit more layers and dimension. And now that I look at it, I probably should have put a little bit of foam dots behind it to make that stand up. But when I do make cards, I don't like to make them too bulky, or else it's difficult to put them in a standard envelope to mail them. So I'm going to adhere that entire layer on my card base. And then I'm going to grab some of the enamel pieces from My Mind's Eye, Fancy That. And I'm going to move those little hearts around a lot. You won't actually see that on the video. And then I finally settled for that placement there. They're gold and sparkly and very pretty, and I thought that went very well with the card. So I'm going to get all those in place. And it's right around this time where I'm not liking that, the base of my layers. And so I decided to go ahead and add twine. And I'm not going to like that black and white twine there. And I thought I had something a little bit lighter. I might go back and add it. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. So I'm messing around with the twine to get the positioning correct. And at this point, I'm thinking, you know what? I want to change that bottom layer. So I grab a 6x6 paper pad from My Mind's Eye, the Entrain collection, and I love this paper. And I select this turquoise, or this mint and gold polka dot. And I thought this went much better with the color story for the card. See, I tried something, didn't like it. I'm going to try something else. So don't be afraid to mix it up and do something different. Try something different. If it doesn't work, then, you know, try something else. And I don't normally make cards, so I'm surprised this is coming out so well. I'm not as confident in my card making. So I'm going to go ahead, switch that out. It looks a lot better. And I figured that I need to go ahead and put that cluster back and position it, and I think that looks good. Still on the fence about that twine. I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to leave it off for a minute or two, probably until I take pictures of this card the next day. Okay, so here's the finished card, and what I decided was that I didn't like the look of the corrugated paper, the brown color. And so I switched it out with some paper from the On Trend collection by My Mind's Eye, this 6x6 paper pack that I purchased recently. And I like that a lot better. It just spoke a little bit better to the color story on the card, and I will probably use this for another project or cut it up, make some embellishments out of it or whatnot. As I mentioned earlier, I don't normally make cards, and so I make sure that there's stuff hanging around, so when I want to make a card, it's there and I can whip it together. This took me, including my little change, ripping this off, probably about 10 minutes to make this card. I haven't decided if I want to put some twine or something there. I'm still on the fence about it. The black and white twine just seemed a little bit too heavy, so I'm going to continue to think about that. But other than that, I consider this card done. So all I have to do is just add an inside piece of cardstock or a sentiment there, and then this will be good to go. And I'll have this laying out on my desk somewhere, so if I want to give this to somebody, then I will. Maybe I'll give it to my sweetheart because our anniversary is coming up this weekend. So anywho, alrighty, so in the description I will post links to not only my YouTube page and my blog, but I will also post Jenn Keating, who is, as I mentioned earlier, also doing a Mix It Up Monday video here on the Crafty Maven channel, so make sure you check out Jenn Keating. And also check back all week long for new videos and things that are posted here on the Crafty Maven Getaway. Until next time, guys, have a great Scrappy Monday.